Unicorn Diaries The Goblin Princess by Rebecca Elliott. Chapter 1 Another Magical Week. Sunday. Well, swish my tail, diary. It's another lovely sunny week here in Sparkle Grove Forest with your favorite unicorn, me. My name is Rainbow Tinseltail, but you can call me Bo. Here is a map of Sparkle Grove Forest so you can find your way around. Lots of magical creatures live here, like goblins. Here are four fun facts about goblins. Goblins have super strength. Goblins eat nothing but cupcakes. Goblins have a queen who lives in Goblin Castle and rules the forest. The Goblin Queen has special Goblin Queen powers. She has the power to fly and she can make others do as she asks. But she only ever uses these powers for good. The Goblin Queen right now is Queen Juniper. Everyone in the forest loves her, and one day her daughter, the Goblin Princess, will become queen, Princess Greta. But enough about goblins. I'm a unicorn. Horn, good for scratching. Body, we glow when we are nervous. Tail, swishing it makes our unicorn power work. It's also useful as a fan in hot weather. Mouth, our snoring sounds like music. Here are some other unifacts for you. We each have a different unicorn power. I'm a wish unicorn. I can grant one wish every week. When we are happy, the sun shines extra bright. We live in unipods. We don't like getting knots in our manes. I live at Sparkle Grove School for Unicorns, SSU, with my friends. This is my bestest friend, Sunny. His power is turning invisible. Sunny Huckleberry, crystal clear unicorn. Here are all my friends and our teacher. Check out the different unicorn powers. Nutmeg Silvertips, Flying Unicorn. Scarlet Sugar Lumps, Thingamabob Unicorn. Jet Glitterrock, Weather Unicorn. Monty Dumpling, Size Changer Unicorn. Pipe Forestine, Healer Unicorn. Mr. Rumtwinkle, Shapeshifter Unicorn. At school, Mr. Rumtwinkle teaches us terrific subjects like Uniball skills, stargazing, history of Sparkle Grove Forest, mane and tail styling. Every week, we learn or try to do something new. When we succeed, Mr. Rumtwinkle gives each of us a special unicorn patch. Then we sew it on to our cool patch blankets. I can't wait to hear what this week's patch will be. Chapter 2 Just Imagine. Monday. Today we all woke up excited to start the week. Before school, we wanted to play together, but we could not agree on which game to play. Let's play Uniball. Let's play rope instead. Uniball, Uniball, Uniball. Jump rope, jump rope, jump rope. This went on for a long time until a small mole started talking to us. Can't you find a way to all play together? Mr. Rumtwinkle, is that you? Of course it is. We can't play together because we want to play different things. Sometimes you just need to use your imagination to solve a problem. What if you make up a new game that makes everyone happy? We talked about it and came up with the best game ever. Uniskip Ball. This game is so fun. You see, that's the power of imagination. Our new game gave Mr. Rumtwinkle a great idea for this week's patch. This is the perfect time to work on your imagination patch. This week, You will need to use your imagination to solve problems in the forest. Mr. Rumtinkle told us to pair up. Sunny and I quickly held hooves. Then we all set off to find problems to solve. Chapter 3, A Bad Wish. Tuesday. Sunny and I trotted off to look for any magical creatures who needed help. You have a great imagination, Bo. Thanks, Sunny. You too. This week's patch is going to be easy. Do you hear something? It's coming from over there. Huff, puff. Then we found not just any magical creature, we found the Goblin Princess. Your Majesty. Oh, hello. Hush. You look upset, Princess Greta. What's wrong? I can't fly yet, and it's just not fair. My mom tells me how beautiful the forest looks from above, but I won't get the power to fly until I'm a queen. And that's ages away. I whispered to Sunny. If we use our imaginations to solve the princess problem, we can get our patches. Yes, follow us. We trotted to the tallest tree. If you climb this tree, you can see the forest from above without flying. Climbing is not as much as fun as flying. Well, what if we pretend to fly? I'm a bird. Good idea, Sunny. I'm a superhero. This is silly. That's why it's fun. Do you have any other ideas? We didn't. So we asked her why she wanted to fly. I'm stuck in my boring castle all day with no one to play with. If I had a magical goblin queen powers, I could fly and make people do what I say. I would never be bored. Well, you will be queen someday. I want to be queen now. I want to see the forest from above now. You have your magical powers already. What are they anyway? I can turn invisible. Cool. I can grant wishes. Wow. Sunny and I looked at each other. We both had the same idea. You could grant Greta a wish to make her queen for a day, then she could fly. That's just what I was thinking. And we used our imaginations. So we will get our imagination patches, right? Yes. We told Greta our idea. Bo will grant your wish to be queen, but only for one day. Oh, thank you. Greta made the wish. Swish! A new crown appeared on her head. Yay! I'm the queen now. Everyone has to do what I say. Sunny and I realized something that made us worry. Sparkles didn't show up like they usually do when we earn patches. Uh-oh. Maybe we haven't really solved a problem. Just then, the actual queen rushed over. Queen Juniper! Not anymore. My crown has disappeared. What have you done? Well, Greta was bored and wanted to fly. So we made her queen just for a day. Hi, Mom. I'm going to make a forest much more exciting. Greta, being queen is not a game. You'd better keep an eye on the Greta. And on Sparkle Grove Forest, I hope she doesn't cause too much trouble over the next 24 hours. Yes, Your Majesty. Now I'm going to fly back home in case she goes there. Sorry, but you can't fly today because you're not the queen anymore. Oh, I forgot. We tried to find Greta for hours, but it was getting late. Everyone was asleep as Sunny and I climbed onto our cloud beds. We will look for Greta in the morning. She can't get up to too much trouble overnight. Right, diary? Chapter 4 The Naughty Queen, Wednesday. This morning, our classmates were excited to work on their imagination project. Piper and Monty told us about the problem they were trying to fix. It's Smokey's 300th birthday on Friday. The other dragons want to give him a birthday cake with candles to blow out. The problem is, dragons breathe fire, and he'll set fire to the cake. Uh oh. Do you have any ideas for how you'll solve that? A few. Then Scarlet, Jet, and Nutmeg told us about the problem they had found. The fairies live in mushroom houses because it's very hot this summer. The mushrooms need extra water. So the fairies keep having to go get more water. Their wings are tired from flying to the river so often. Have you found any easier way for them to move the water? We have ideas. Sunny and I left before anyone could ask us how our project was going. We galloped around all day looking for Greta. We couldn't find her anywhere. But then we saw fireworks in the sky, sparkling sunbeams. Dragons make fireworks. They must be having a party. But dragons only put on fireworks displays for big royal parties. Royal parties? I bet the princess has something to do with this. Follow those fireworks. We found Piper and Monty near the fireworks. They looked worried. What's going on? Well, we were trying to help dragons with their birthday cake problem, but now they have much bigger problems. The Goblin Princess ordered them to put on a firework display. She won't let them stop. For some reason, they have to do whatever she says. They are thirsty, so they keep drinking water from the river, and it's almost empty. Just then, Scarlet, Jet, and Nutmeg galloped over. They looked worried too. What's the matter? Well, we had found a way to get water to the fairies by digging a trench with our horns. That way, some of the river could flow closer to them. But then, let me guess, the Goblin Princess? Yes, she ordered the fairies to sing. Now they have sore throats, but Greta won't let them stop. And there is no water left in the river for them to drink because the dragons drank it all. Now no one has enough water. Greta has been making animals all over the forest unhappy. She ordered the trolls to juggle rocks, and she made the mermaids do flips without water. The whole forest is now one giant problem. I felt awful, and I could tell by Sunny's face that he did too. We had to tell our friends what we had done. This is my fault. And mine. How? We met Goblin Princess yesterday and she was bored and wanted to fly like her mom. So we tried to fix the problem by making her queen for a day. We didn't know she would do all this. Well, that was a silly thing to do. But we understand you only wanted to help Princess Britain. Suddenly, the fireworks stopped. The day of Greta being queen is over. Phew! Remember how Mr. Runtwinkle said imagination can fix anything? That's true. We can fix this all together. We checked on the forest creatures to make sure they were okay. They were all so tired, they had fallen asleep. We were tired too. Let's sleep. We'll fix the forest in the morning. Good idea. I caused so much trouble by granting Greta's wish. But if my friends and I work together, we can fix anything, right? Chapter 5, Fixing the Forest. Thursday. We woke up early. We had a long day ahead of us. We had to find creative ways to help all the forest creatures. First, we visited the trolls. They could hardly lift their arms after juggling rocks for so long. Monty made himself very big to go talk to them, so they wouldn't try to bully him. Then Piper used her healing power to heal their arms. Thank you. Monty and Piper both earned their imagination patches. Twinkle pop, twinkle pop. Next, we galloped to Twinkle Pop Lagoon, where all of the rivers get their water from. It was empty. Jed made it rain to fill it up again. Jed, and he's patched too. Twinkle Pop. Thank you. Then we visited the fairies. They couldn't talk because of their sore throats. Scarlet used her thingamabab power to magic up hot honey and lemon for their fairies. She earned her patch. Twinkle Pop, thank you. Finally, we visited the dragons. We have filled up the rivers. Thank you very much. We were a bit too thirsty to move right now, though. I have an idea. Nutmeg flew buckets of water up to them, and she earned her patch. Twinkle Pop, thank you. Guess what, unicorns? We breathed so much fire yesterday, we have none left today. Oh no! No, it's a good thing. Now Smokey can blow out his candles without setting fire to the cake. At least Greta's wish did some good. While our friends sang happy birthday to Smokey, Sunny noticed I looked worried. What is it, Bo? I know Greta was a bit naughty, but where is she now? What if she flew off really far and got lost because I gave her flying powers? Hmm. Let's check if she got home okay. Sunny and I went to Goblin Castle. We found Greta outside. At least she got home safely. Do handstands. We sat down next to her. Do you like all those amazing fireworks and singing yesterday? I was best queen ever. Why doesn't everyone do what I say all the time? Greta, I don't think the forest creatures like doing what you tell them to do. You actually caused a lot of problem when you had a goblin queen powers. The river went dry and creatures are tired. You were just supposed to fly around. I thought just flying around would be enough fun. But when I realized how much I could do with the goblin queen powers, well, I got a bit overexcited. I'm sorry. I did the wrong things, didn't I? I'll just go back to being bored. Oh dear. We didn't solve Greta's problem at all. We need to help her not feel so bored all the time. Back at the Unipod, we told others about how Greta was feeling. We need to help Greta. We brainstormed ideas. Then we came up with the best plan ever. I can't wait for tomorrow. Chapter 6, Let's Play. Friday. This morning, my friends and I galloped over to Goblin Castle. Hi, Greta. Oh, hi. We are going to teach you to use your imagination. Why? Because if you have one of those, You'll never feel bored again. Okay, I'll give it a try. We played superheroes, astronauts, and aliens, and spies and pirates. We even played kings and queens so we could all pretend to live in the castle. I had fun today. We're happy to play with you anytime. You are? Yes. But when you're on your own, remember you have your imagination. You can play games anytime. You're right. I can. Then the actual queen flew over to us. We bowed. Thank you all for cheering up my little princess and for helping her. See what with great goblin queen power comes great goblin queen responsibility. Greta, how about I throw you and your new friends a royal ball tomorrow? I have a better idea. Let's have an imagination ball. That way, we don't need the dragons to breathe fire or the fairies to sing or anything else. That sounds fabulous. Chapter 7, The Imagination Ball. Saturday. Tonight, we had the most twinkle-tastic ball ever. We spent the day planning lots of games for the party and trying on our imaginary outfits. The imagination ball was so fun. We pretended we were at a very fancy party. We danced to imaginary music and ate imaginary food. Greta even flew around pretending to be a fairy. Greta was so happy. As she danced, sparkles swirled around Sunny and me. We had earned our patches. The party music is delightful. My moon sky pie is fabulous. Twinkle pop, twinkle pop. Then two very special guests turned up, Queen Juniper and Mr. Rumtwinkle. They danced together, which made us all giggle. Finally, it was time for us to collect our patches. This week, you proved that you have the best, silliest, and most useful imaginations. I'm proud to give out your patches. Excuse me, can I have a patch too? Well, I'm not sure. Are you a unicorn? That gave me an idea. Hang on a minute. I wove a unicorn horn from leaves and handed it to Greta. Look at me, I'm a unicorn. Then all of us unicorn paraded past Mr. Rumtwinkle's and the Queen to collect our imagination patches. Thank you, friends, for making sure I'll never be bored again. You're welcome. See? You already have the best magical power ever, the power of imagination. We partied until our hooves couldn't party anymore. I'm so tired, but I still want to keep partying. I know, I'll party in my dreams. Good night, Diary.